welcome to TFL Trucks 2019 Gold Hitch deliberations. In this video, we're gonna vote and tell you the best half-ton towing truck for 2019. And with me is my awesome team. Here I have
Nathan.
And here?
I'm the camel.
What?
The camel. Roman. These are the official voting pens. We all got one. And the cool thing about this, guys, is that we are voting and deliberating in real time. So we don't know what truck's going to win. So you will be a part of this deliberation with us. What do you got there? What animal do you got?
I am Kent with Tony the Tiger. And if
your
you
butt
vote
is.
the same way I do, you know you'll pick the winner.
And guys, by the way, we have a fifth member of our team who is not physically here, but it's Steven Elmer. He's in Canada. He's actually on the plane right now, flying to another event. And he's going to be voting in proxy, and he'll insert his clip with his votes as well.
So in this battle, I gotta go.
Guys, let's kick it off with the best towing truck, the 2019 Gold Hitch. And let's do this. Let's define the trucks that are eligible, some trucks that are not eligible, define the tests, and just vote and decide on the truck.
Why aren't there heavy-duty trucks on this list?
Because there are no heavy-duty trucks that were new for 2019 that we were able to test in 2018. How come there are no mid-size trucks?
Good question.
Oh, same reason. Because mid-size trucks were not new during our testing procedures. For this year, for 2019 in the Gold Hitch, we have really 3 competitors. As always, we invited every manufacturer. So there are 5 manufacturers of half-ton trucks: Nissan, Toyota, Ford, GM, and Ram. 3 showed up. GM sent the GMC, not a Chevrolet. That's what they decided. There was a Ram, brand new Ram 1500, and also an F-150. And we did 2 tests. iGauntlet is the world's toughest towing test. We scored them all, and you can see that video as well, and also an MPG test. And let's look at the numbers.
Yeah, let's see the numbers, because you're a numbers guy, Andre.
I love numbers.
You do have numbers, so we've got the trucks right there, and let's see how they did.
Put the hammer down. So that was a pretty strong acceleration from the EcoBoost.
Yeah, it was effortless.
And now, stopped at 755. Holy,
So
3.3.
3.3.
Ford got 72.5.
I gauntlet uphill in GMC,
You tell me when.
and now. All right, we reset. You got the timer?
Yep, we're rolling.
All right, let's roll it up the mountain.
Sounds good.
Keep them doggies rolling rawhide. And the time stops now.
3.8 miles to go. Right there with the benchmark.
8 minutes, 1 second, which is basically a benchmark run.
And an all-new GMC Sierra 1500, which got second place with 76.5.
Are we good?
Yep.
Are we gonna hit it? And now! Whoa, listen to that hammy roar.
Sounds nice.
It does have a more pronounced sound.
Yeah, it definitely sounds a little sportier.
Stopping the clock on the Ram. Now, 4.7 mpg.
Was the time?
8:05.
So for the iGauntlet, by the way, the Ford was basically a benchmark because it was a winner from a previous years. And the all-new trucks were the Ram 1500, which actually won with 82 total points on the iGauntlet.
Can you explain how those points came to be?
Yes, so we use downhill and uphill portions on our gauntlet. On the downhill, we count brake applications. We're measuring the downhill performance in the same way that we've done in previous years. We're coming out of the tunnel at 50 miles an hour at the top of the mountain, and if and when the truck exceeds the 60 mile an hour speed limit on the way down, we apply the brakes gently to slow it back down to 50. Then we count the brake applications in each truck. We're not using manual shift mode. We want the truck and the transmission computer to think for itself and control the truck and trailer down the mountain. On the uphill, we consider the fuel economy and the time up the mountain, and there's also subjective scores,
Right.
which we all vote on. Then MPGs. So 9.8, 9.2, and 8.7 are MPG numbers with a trailer, a heavy trailer of 9,000 pounds. GMC scored first.
Here we are on the open highway, dude. Yes, sir, and I'm getting the cruise control set at 70. Just nicely, gently accelerating. I don't want to go too crazy here.
That's what we always do. We're towing the Cimarron trailer loaded to 7,000 pounds. We got the tongue weight at 700 pounds, 10%. So we're nice and even, and we're ready to roll.
Okay guys, we just pulled back into the gas station, and there it is, 9.2 miles per gallon. And now we're gonna fill her up, and we'll do the math ourselves, and yeah, we'll see if this computer is telling the truth.
So 9.8 with
The
this.
actual math means it's a little bit better. The computer's being a little harsh to it.
And that was with an actual tank-to-tank,
Heck yeah, that was a
not a
fuel pump.
computer thing.
That
yeah.
was a fuel pump test.
Very accurate test.
So our criteria basically is the MPG loop and the Ike gauntlet, and the Ram won the Ike, and the GMC won the MPG.
Right, and all these trucks had their most powerful engines. We're talking about the Ram 5.7 liter Hemi, the 6.2 liter GM V8 Ecotec 3 with the dynamic fuel management system.
That's what it is.
And the 10-speed, and of course the EcoBoost, the 3.5 with the F-150. So what are your thoughts, Kent, as far as best half-ton towing truck?
All around, that was a pretty close contest. There was some of the stuff, I guess, a subjective score. We were 1 point apart on each of the top three.
Right.
And it was an interesting test because, you know, the Ford ran away with it last year, but the Ram did the best up the Ike. And I mean, I know that was like 20% change in fuel mileage. And it was the quietest truck up there. Now, the Ford was the fastest one up there. It usually dominates. And that's what's cool about this test. No matter what scores we agree on, that's from our data and our driving it. It doesn't mean it's the truck you want to buy. Because, you know, if you're looking for fuel mileage, it might be the Ram. And if you're looking for speed, it might be the Ford. So you take our scores, and they're on all on the website and all on the videos. You can decide what's going to, you know, fit your criteria, make you happy. But yeah, it was a fun test, and it was very close. They only did 10 brake applications coming down the hill. Well, you can't get any closer than that.
No.
So they all were not great at that. But yeah, and it was acceleration. That was great on all of them. And they're very comparable. I mean, axle ratios, everything. Was the lowest axle ratio was the Ram, which is pretty cool. It had a 3.92, and it got that kind of fuel mileage.
The other thing I think was interesting was that even though the Ford was unchanged, the 2019 GMC Sierra and the Ram 1500 also were not all new, because while they were new trucks, both of those trucks had carryover power plants. So the 6.2 came from the last truck, and
But
so
wait a minute, it has a brand new fuel management system.
Yeah.
yeah, you know,
Yes,
there's that
but-
game that manufacturers play about. I mean, you know, an all-new engine would be probably starting with an all-new block, right?
Oh man, but that
Right.
runs on 2 cylinders. You know, last one ran on 4,
And
4
how
and 8.
many cylinders did it run up towing up the hill? Did it go on 2, 4, 8? How much did it deactivate those cylinders?
So your point, you're basically trying to say what is all new and what is not all
Right.
new,
I'm just trying to define that even
So-
though they're not all new. Those are air quotes, all new.
I would wager though, I mean, can we just discuss the entire range of each truck? Or do we have to focus on that engine, the one
I think we have to
tested?
focus on the engine that we tested, because that's where we got our numbers, and that would be unfair if we, you know, picked an engine that we didn't test.
Well, sure, and that's the best. They gave us the best engines in all 3.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
that was good. That's
Okay.
a good thing.
All right, so are we ready to vote?
Yeah, I'm good.
So we have papers,
Yeah.
we have pens, we have themed pens. So I'm going to write down what Stephen voted for.
Okay.
And I'm
Right.
going to do my vote, and Stephen will explain his vote as well.
All right. So I got it. Gentlemen, get your spirit animals
Get your spirit animals out.
and vote.
My thing fell off my Tiger.
There we go. My spirit animal is.
Okay, what the heck was it called?
What was it called? How do you spell that?
How do you spell?
How many letters are you using? 3 or 4. Give me a hint.
Oh man, one of those two.
One of those two.
One of those two.
3 or 4 letters, huh? And guys, we really appreciate that you spend your time watching our testing, and we really appreciate the fact that you use our testing to actually go and buy the truck that we recommend. We take that very seriously. We're having fun here with the voting, but we take our truck testing very seriously, and we know that it's something that you use when you're making your buying decision. And so we really try to be transparent, and we really try to plan this test according to your suggestions. So, you know, we're always hoping to improve it. So if you have suggestions on how we make the Ike better, let us know in the comments below.
And I think this is the best test out there you can see. I mean, I've worked with a lot of different people, and I think you guys every year get a little bigger, a little more stats, the information people want, and then we do it in the coldest time of the year.
Which just makes it more fun.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Andre, so do you have a winner?
Yeah, it was a close call, but thankfully we had 5 voting members, so there cannot be a tie.
That's great.
So that's great.
Hey everybody, so let me quickly add in my 2 cents on these Gold Hitch deliberations. So if we're looking at the Sierra and the Ram, I have to go with the Sierra when it comes to towing, and that's pretty much solely because of the 6.2 liter V8 paired with that 10-speed automatic. Now the 6.2's been around for a while, it's been good for a while, but the 10-speed auto just made it better, and it provides a ton of smooth, refined power that makes pulling trailers quite easy.
And we have 2 votes for the GMC Sierra.
Congratulations, GMC.
Andre and Steven voted for GMC. And then we have 3 other votes for the Ram.
Okay, go ahead.
The Ram won the Gold Hitch Award for 2019 Best Towing Half-Ton Truck.
Awesome. Well, that's cool. That's cool. All their effort will pay off because you know they do a lot to that truck.
Right. So congratulations to Ram for winning the 2019 Towing Truck of the Year, the TFL Towing Truck of the Year. And you know, next year, hopefully, when we do this again, we'd love to have everybody take part. So our door is always open for the manufacturers who have not been around this year for the test.
And next year also, not only can we test the mid-size trucks for 2020,
Yeah.
heavy duty is a big category. And we can test both the 3/4 tons and the 1 tons.
It'll be cool. We just got to find a big trailer.
That's gonna be awesome.
All right, well, there you go, guys. I hope you guys can give us some feedback because we need it.
No, we don't. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Go back to tfltruck.com for more news, views, and real-world truck reviews. And where else can they go?
MrTruck.com.
Go there.